Hey toy fans, this is Kyle from the TF Review, and welcome to a video review of the SP license from Tokusou Sentai Dekaranger. First thing is first, I'm going to say my SP license has probably seen better days. It's got a big gash right there. Eventually I would like to fix that and paint over and whatnot. Maybe I'll do a video showing a little bit of a restoration of and whatnot of this. So do bear with me in the kind of scary condition that it's in. So starting off, this is essentially when you buy the SP license, this is what you got. You got the holster, and you got the actual changer itself. Now, I'm not a big fan of the way it sits. It sits backwards, like that, with the speaker facing out. And the only way you can see it is if you turn it around. I would have liked it more if they had it, you know, facing this way. To me, it would just be more visually pleasing with the SPD logo, and you got the little light sirens and whatnot. But generally, this is kind of just something that most people threw to the side, like this. Which gives us now the chance to focus on the SP license changer itself. Now, it's very simple, very basic. It's done up primarily in black plastic, and all the white that you see is painted on, which explains how easily this toy would get scuffed up over time. And on the front, you've got the SPD logo for Special Police Dekaranger. And you can see it's got the 3 modes. Now, this toy did come to America as the Delta Morpher, and it was a little bit smaller, and they did strip out some of the features. But there is a really cool mode in the middle, right here, this phone mode, that was exclusive to this Japanese version. Now, when you're ready to start playing, I guess you just want to turn on their on and off switch on the side. You have a small O and a small X. Flip it up, and you get an activation sound and some LED action. Just like that. And now you're ready to morph. So again, I mentioned there's 3 modes. You got the change, the phone, and the judgment mode. The change mode is essentially, you know, whenever you wanted to henshin or to transform into the Dekaranger, you would simply just put it on this mode, and you would push the button on top, and this is what would happen. It would reveal, of course, the SPD logo, the badge, the Anubis head, and whatnot. And down here, you would see a sticker. Now, when this toy came out originally, if you bought it new, it would come with a large sticker sheet that had each Dekaranger on it, and it had their specs, it had their names, it showed off their weapons and whatnot. When I got this, it only had the Red Ranger, so I didn't have a chance to see any of the other ones. But I have seen people laminate these, so you can, like, easily remove them and put them back, depending on whichever Ranger you wanted to play as, which I thought was kind of a cool way, but unfortunately, I just have I just have Deca Red. And it tells a little bit about his weapons. The D Magnum 01 plus D Magnum 02 equals Hybrid Magnum, which I actually have sitting right here that I'm going to review very soon. And of course, this little sticker would change for every Ranger. And that's it. You get the henshin sound. Let's go ahead and listen to that again. You have the same blaring siren sound that's kind of annoying over time when every single toy makes that sound. Now the next mode is a phone/communicator mode, which is, I think, a really important mode because 9 times out of 10 when you would see the SP license in the show, it was in that mode. So, again, we simply want to activate it. And it would make a call sound. Now, the stickers themselves, it's pretty uneventful, but this is probably the most used mode in the show. Whenever they were looking up a new monster, they would have it on this screen. Whenever they wanted to research something, they would have this. Whenever they wanted to call, they would have the buttons and push it. So I feel like this is an important mode. I'm kind of bummed out it got cut out of the American version. But there's also another sound it makes. So when you push this top button again, it does kind of a scanning sound, which is, again, really neat. Very simple mode. You can see he's got little batteries. It says communication, select system, record, data, phone, search, police. And you just have a basic little number pad down there. That's it for that mode. The last mode, I think, is one of my favorites, the Judgement Mode. So when you activate it in this mode,
Judgment time.
you get the Judgment Time sound. And this is essentially how you determine if this monster or person is either guilty or innocent, and that's determined with, of course, a sound that it would make. The sound that you heard just a minute ago was guilty, so let's see if we can find innocent.
Judgment time.
And then you're innocent. It's a lot of fun. It's not random. There's a sequence that you need to hit at the right time in order to get to the innocent sound, but most of the time you're going to get guilty. And I love this mode. It helps me make decisions in life, like whenever I'm like, should I order a pizza?
Judgment time.
No, I probably shouldn't order a pizza right now. And yes, I actually have made decisions using this toy because I make terrible life choices. That does it for the SP license from Tokusou Sentai Dekaranger. I really like this toy. I think if you're a fan of SPD, you definitely want to get this version over the Delta Morpher. Because the sounds are essentially the same. There's no sort of sounds that were lost in translation, and this one has a lot more sounds. So this is all in all like the DX version of the American DX toy. And for that, I really like it, and I think it's a lot of fun. For a Morpher that doesn't rely on any gimmicks like Ranger keys, or cards, or batteries, or whatnot, I think it's a lot of fun and stacks a lot of playability. So, highly recommended. And I think that does it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at the TF Review, like me on Facebook, and check back for more Sentai, Transformer, Power Ranger, you name it reviews, because that's kind of what I do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.